France, a Reuters news agency and the French media reporting that there has been an explosion at the Marcoule nuclear site in the south of the country. Our Jim Bitterman is monitoring the situation for us. He joins us live from Paris. And Jim, what is the latest you're getting?
Christy, what we're hearing, and some of this is just coming in, is that one person has been killed and 4 people severely injured in an explosion of a furnace that was being used to treat nuclear waste at a site at Marcoule in southeastern France. This is a major center for nuclear activity in France. It includes the reactors generating electricity, but also includes a lot of retreatment and treatment plants like this one. Apparently this plant, and the one we're talking about in particular, according to the reports we're receiving, this plant was used to treat mildly, slightly radioactive nuclear waste. For instance, gloves and boots and uniforms, things like that need to be disposed of, and they are burned in this furnace, and the furnace exploded. That explosion, as we're being told, caused 1 dead and 4 people severely injured. Christy?
Now, Jim, how densely populated is the area around Marcoule, and is there a contamination threat?
Well, at the moment, the Ministry of the Interior is saying there is no contamination threat, that in fact it has been contained within the plant itself. Any nuclear waste that was involved in the explosion has been contained in the plant itself. So they're saying there is no reason to be worried about that at the moment. That's what we're hearing from the first reports, and like I say, things are still leaking in. This is a very heavily populated area. It's an area, a very popular tourist area in southeastern France. It's an area that I think there's been some controversy over the years about the idea that there's so much nuclear activity based there. Of course, the people there that depend on the jobs don't see it that way, but I think other people see it as a center that should be perhaps moved somewhere else. It was involved in a lot of different nuclear activity since the early 50s, and like I say, there is a nuclear reactor there, as well as the other parts of the area, the center, the nuclear center, which includes these waste treatment plants, and that was one of those plants that the explosion occurred today.
And also, how would you gauge the safety record of France's nuclear waste management sector? Is this event an aberration?
Well, the safety record for the French nuclear industry is pretty impressive. Basically, 80% of this country's power comes from nuclear power plants, and they have never had a fatal injury resulting from something in one of those power plants. Now, there have been some injuries, and today, of course, a death, in some of the associated nuclear facilities, like this treatment plant. So I would say it's been exceptionally safe. I don't think there's been worries too much over the years, but of course there is a controversy here, just like there is in Germany and other countries in Europe, about the amount of energy that's produced by nuclear energy, the amount of dependency. Christy?
All right, Jim, thank you very much indeed. As Jim just reported, 1 person killed, 4 injured in this explosion at the Marcoule nuclear facility there in France. Jim Bitterman reporting for us live from